Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today it's time for some Dimir, and we are playing probably the best Dimir for laddering, just because it's so versatile and it has very strong game plan with Breach the Multiverse, Hidetsugu and Kairi, and Jace, so you can either kill them, you can mill them, there's so many options and everything is super aggressive, so it keeps your opponent in check, and let's go into games because you want to see finally some Dimir on the channel and I'm here for it. Oh, and if you aren't subscribed, do subscribe, it helps the channel. So have fun guys and enjoy. Alright, let's see, we are on the draw with counterspells, not perfect. Hello, hello the dome. And what do we go for? Of course this one, makes sense. And we're against Dimir or Esper? Or Zulta, alright, I mean, I know everything man. Let's see, what will they play? Here we go, here we go. So, is that Screaming Emergence already? No, they probably don't have chance to get such a good draw, so no third path, that's important. Easy, that's super important card, this is the reason this deck works. Of course, Screaming Emergence is also pretty important. Oh boy, but we will get mana screwed and we will lose. Oh no! I already know what's going on. Is that the upkeep? Yeah, we are at the upkeep. So they want to draw maybe even a land. We'll see. They kept one card, so they found what they needed. Alright. Hopefully we get both mana screwed, and that would be perfect. Oh man, I'm just too good at magic, it seems. Let's attack. I'm not sure if I want them to draw cards, but I really want to carve out to 5, because that's the win con. Well, it is what it is. Field of Ruin doesn't really change much. So if they want to cut down, they need to, you know, do it first. Oh, they scrapped that one. I think we draw. Like, we draw 2 cards, that's worth it. Even though we help his plan and his plan is stronger, man, I cannot draw those cards. Like, those are exactly the cards you don't care about in this matchup. We will care later maybe, but not now, man. Not now. Okay, good. That's important. And we'll make the upkeep stop and we'll try to kill Hidetsugu. Let's draw those cards. This... What do we want to shuffle? We don't need so many lands, right? Alright, now we make an upkeep stop. For our upkeep, if he doesn't want to kill it, we will do it. You like graveyards? We will give you graveyards, my friend. On the bright side, we might also be able to mill him, but probably not. Like, they are super aggressive, so you are under pressure. With Go for the Throats, we can... Oh, never mind. 1 land, alright. So he has 1 spell, right? It doesn't have to be the first spell. It's just once each turn. So he can cast 1 huge spell right now. He already got the reanimate plan, right? He actually kills it. Alright. Alright, bro. If that's your game plan, that is pretty strong. Bro, like, how are you surprised? That's the whole point, isn't it? Man, I'm not sure. I think he didn't use this, right? So he still has a spell even though he's fully tapped out. So he can answer Jace if we take it. But I think I will just go Hidetsugu and try to smork him. Sure, let's take the prankster, I guess. Because we can hit either another breach, or we can just try to pressure him. Yeah, I think he still has the free spell, right? Yeah, alright, alright. And he discarded the card, he doesn't want to take the damage. But it's a random chance for a lot of damage. Oh, we whiffed, that's bad. I really hoped we won't. We don't need the cut down, right? Not now, not now for sure. Let's throw it next turn. Alright, that was a turn. That was definitely a turn. So, what do we want to do? On the next turn it will be absolute menace, like he will have huge creatures. What are your big creatures? Oh, Portal to Phyrexia? You should be playing Titans and Atraxas. So, I could mill myself 20, not 3 cards. If I activate it, that's a lot of damage, 5 to be exact. But then no Mastermind, no make disappear. He will take Screaming Emergence and make a portal. So all of our creatures die. And we cannot counter it. And then he starts taking back creatures. So I think we have to go for this. And I'm not sure, do we go for the damage plan or the meal plan? I should play Restless Reef, by the way, that was also a mistake. I didn't think I will go with the Reef. Because this gives us better draws. But this enables us to mill him. You know, this is a creature that goes around Portal to Fire Excess, so that's why I'm so aggressive. But yeah, I didn't play it optimally, I feel. Cut down can still be useful. Make disappear probably won't. Let's take one go for the throat. Like, we have way too many, and this is basically a removal that is 1 mana cheaper for the pranksters. And we probably will have to fight around them. And here comes the portal. However, we can just try to hit him in the face, right? And we will have another Reef on the next turn. So maybe he doesn't have too many cards, but of course he can play the cards from his library, but it also mills him. So like, we're trying to pressure 2 points at the same time, and it's very similar to playing like rogues, Dimir rogues, if you remember. You basically pressure the life total while also milling them super hard, so whichever comes first, like, they need to defend against both. If only one is defended, the second one gets them. So you know, that's the play. And they really don't value their library, they're milling themselves super hard. It's kinda unlucky meta for our opponent, because we are kinda focused. Oh, now we are milling myself. Oh, that was Jace, that's super unfortunate. And a wild Atraxa appears. A wild Atraxa appears, but it's not the worst. No cards, bro? You don't want to draw them? So we will go for the throat, but I really want to keep attacking. And for this reason, we're playing Takenuma, especially that it mills us, so let's not do it. No cards in the hand. I heard you like milling. Oh yes, the Reef coming together. I heard you like milling, my friend. Enjoy. Of course, they will get another Atraxa, but she cannot attack. And we have removal for days. Edict weaker, but for 3 mana, Edict is also a removal because we can cut down the Prankster, or whatever its name, and then Edict the Atraxa. He should get Sheoldred, right? Oh, there's no Sheoldred? Are you serious? What? I have 2 of them in the library, it seems. Alright. So our opponent just going absolute but crazy about this turn. And this is the turn. We need to try to go through. Oh, okay. Portal to Fire Excess is basically a whiff. Like, it literally does nothing right now. No haste. I think we won. No cards. So that's why we took the cut down. Oh no, but I still lack 1 mana. Oh no, I'm 1 mana short. I am 1 mana short. He cannot take back Atraxa. Well, this will be harsh. I have a plan, but I need to think how we execute it. Because I can only remove 1 of the creatures. I could mill him. And he is forced to block. But I'm using 1 of my removals, right? I kill Atraxa. Yeah, I still think it's best. Sorry guys, my voice. Let's go like this. Okay. We get trigger first. We target our friend, and now we go for the throat on the Atraxa. Okay, now we don't need this. Alright, so that was the play. That was the play. We are milling him. He doesn't want to play cards from the top of his library with the multiverse, and he's forced to sacrifice this, so we basically get a free card. And now we have Restless Reef, which is super important because this will enable better plays on the next turn. Yep. So he can get back to creatures. But we can still attack and mill him, so I think he still loses, right? We need 2 attacks, and if he uses too many cards from the top, it's fine. Also, he cannot take back any Atraxa cards because that mills him, and he cannot take double Atraxa for double life gain. Alright. Probably a good choice. Probably a good choice. Better than your creatures, bro. However, it's 1 extra card that he drew. So he will be at 6. He's trying, but I think we should be okay. Oh, but we cannot cut down the Hidetsugu, right? Yeah, good guy, my friend. But man, that was really close. But the mill plan worked together with the deadly one. I'm not sure which one would be the one that kills him, but the mill plan was what kept him from playing the multiverse because he didn't want to, you know, lower his library basically. Alright guys, we are going first, which is probably the best thing about this hand. Well, definitely not what you want to see. Double multiverse, we only play 3, so we draw nearly all of them. However, you know what? In this kind of situations, I'm making a stop because it's so important. Dimir 2 mana plays are always important. Our opponent just simply doesn't care, which will reward him this one time. And this is the worst moment to draw it, right? I really want Kaito, but then this will get out of line. So we basically paid 3 mana for this cutdown because we drew it in the wrong turn. So really rough so far. But we have Hidetsugu. Easy. Just easy. However, next turn it's Hidetsugu. So you know what? I'll take it. I will take it. Do we want a card or we want to cycle? I will make a ninja, just because they probably won't have as easy way of removing it, and I need both land, and Hidetsugu and Breach, and probably also the other Breach. That's perfect. Even though they get some value because it's from exile, I think with Breach the Multiverse we can, you know, overrun them, but we'll see, we'll see. Alright, not as bad as it seems. 3 damage, it hurts. But the next turn, we get Hidetsugu. I don't think we'll ever hardcast it. Do I want to discard? Like, it makes his attacks worse, right? I will actually do it. Original plan was different, but with this draw, we are getting a little bit flooded. I think it's better. Let's go for double blue, so we don't need to pain ourselves. And let's play the thing. Let's play the thing. Oh boy. I want it for 2 turns. This way, even on the next turn, if this dies, we still get the value. And now we don't attack. And our opponent has a problem. We still need to, you know, hit Hidetsugu and kill it if we want to activate the breach. We probably won't be able to ride because they won't be on the top, but maybe we hit another Hidetsugu. Alright, they go for the scaling and they probably won't attack this turn. Smart, smart. And now this is the perfect turn to avoid both of the cutdowns. So, I think now we attack with the ninja, right? Now we draw a card. Unfortunately, we know what will be the card. Let's go with the Reef. And I think we'll try to surprise them, because when they go for a huge attack, and on the next turns we can start hard casting the breaches, so I guess we can in the end. This second one was so important. The whole deck that they're playing relies on this one card, so if this gets removed, it's just bad. Alright. Well then. Alright, right, because now we don't have breach. We already drew both of them. which might have been a slight mistake on my part. I will kill the PNLR. This way they don't get value, and when they target one of the top tiers, I hope. No way, man. Is he doing it on purpose, or he's just so lucky? Because, like, the obvious choice seems to be this, right? Alright. They cannot kill Kaito. So I think they will try to go face with this one, right? I still think we will win this, but man, yeah, maybe drawing the Breach the Multiverse, but man, drawing cards is just so powerful. Like, it accelerates us by 1 turn, so I think it's still worth it. And now with double cutdown, we can make sure that, you know, his board is not as scary anymore. And we still hit go for the throat, so it also was extra card draw, basically. Alright, I think we're getting there, man. I think we're getting there. Let's start with this and see what we hit. Sure, so from his side, let's get something really cool. Oh! Discover tree? Sure, I'll take it. Alright, I'm liking what I'm seeing. And now we have Breach Multiverse on top of our library, right? We need to be careful about the cards. Well, those aren't the best cards. Let's get rid of the Painland. So if they trigger the Breach, we shuffle it back, basically. Or not really shuffle it back, but just goes to the graveyard. And now let's not make the same mistake. We are learning. And let's just make a token. See, suddenly our board is better. And we have what? Oh, if you cast it. Okay, that explains it. But it's still fine. It's still a solid creature. Is that the third one? Is that really the third one? Yeah, he actually drew 3 of them in, well, top 18 cards, I believe, because we milled 10. And let's see if he attacks. He doesn't. Sure. He doesn't attack. So that should be kinda easy game if we do it right? Let's cast Breach the Multiverse again. Now it should be Jace, if we want one. Let's see what they have. So, being smarter, I've end step each player, they really like this, so this is good stats but synergistic for them. This can grow, so it's not the worst. Whenever you play a land from exile, I don't think we really have those abilities, so it's just a 2-3. I will go with the questing druid. It might be better later. How many cards? 22. 22, and we can block a lot of creatures, right? Huh. I will go for the Jace. I will go for the Jace. I think this is how we win. Also, we can just start, you know, getting rid of his cards and drawing insane amounts, which will help for the later game. And we don't need to kill him. Like, he needs to kill Jace, he needs to kill our face. So a very messy game from my side, but in the end I think it will work out. The mistakes were like playing this because it has no discover if you didn't cast it. And yeah, this Breach draw. But drawing Breach, I think it was kinda okay. Man, this guy is really good at hitting his key card, because the whole deck plays around this one card, so the fact that he's drawing so many of them is just insane. Alright, so we need to be careful about the cards. What about the second Jace? Is it in the graveyard? Okay, it's still in the deck, and we also have the Reef. Alright, so we can trade here, and just jump here. I think that's the best. This way we trade against one. Oh, right, trample. It's fine. It's fine. Of course it has trample. And what was the card? Malcolm. And our first make disappear of the game. Wow, that's great. I think we go with Shao now. Right, because then... also let's play the land. I don't think we need Hidetsugu. I think we need to play those cards, so this will be a 4-4. We kill this. Unless we want to get rid of PNLR, right? It has haste. That's a pretty good one. But then the Trampler stays, and that's a problem. Or we just draw 3 cards with this. You know what? Let's go. Let's go. It buffs, it gives us so much life gain because of Sheoldred. And we go this Field of Ruin not really mattering. I guess it removes 1 card from his library. So let's take it. Just for this reason. And here comes the triggers. Well, his board will be huge, that's for sure. But with Sheoldred we might still be able to raise. The Vigilance definitely doesn't make it easier. Here comes the top tier, but they need time to grow. It's not like Wedding Announcement when they instantly get a huge creature. Like, they need to wait few turns before it hits. We could trade against this in multiple ways, right? We also have another Sheoldred. They probably don't have removal. So we could just trade. Enter. So this is 2 damage. I mean, this is a really good block, right? Let's take it. No way they have this 1 card as a combat trick. It feels like this, but let's see. Voltage Surge? Torch the tower. Alright, so it's exiled. That's still fine. I'll take the trade. 2 for 1 in them. And now his board is way less scary. And this questing druid can be important. It's a little bit of shame that I took the Upriser, to be absolutely fair with you guys. So do we go with the Reef? I think we go like this. Then we'll see. Those Make Disappears couldn't come in a worse time, to be absolutely honest. But sure, let's take it. He scales super hard, but I believe we still have a Jace in the library. Rocco. So I mean, I could counter this, and I think I will. Let's go with this guy. This is as good as it gets, I think. It buffs the druid, so it will be easier to block. And also it uses all the mana. There's something I didn't think about. But if we Field of Ruin, this is actually really good, right? Because I get better draw this way. It's a little bit of a... let's go for the Triumph. Moment, I will explain. It's like a fetch land, right? With Brainstorm. We can take this draw, and now we have a better draw next turn. And we know that we have basics, because there's 1 in the top of our library. And now we have 2 mana, and we can make disappear this. You know, not the most efficient play, but still a play. And he doesn't have great attacks right now for this reason. Then we can go for the throat on the next turn. Still a land. Still a land. I see, I see. Let's start attacking. 14 cards. 2 Death Touchers. 2 Death Touchers. I think we might go, but then he blocks with PNLR, right? So we need to attack with both. It will be okay, but I really need to start milling him. 4 cards is no joke. It's a shame that we only hit 1 Reef this game. So if I kill PNLR, then what? Then he has to block this with other creatures. Or take the damage. Like, he will still block. So let's go for it. Let's preemptively do the thing that we know he wants to do. Not sure if we should attack with Questing Druid. I've been playing this game a little bit messy, so I think maybe attacking with the Druid would be better. Because I don't think they can kill us, right? Even with haste. So it's probably still worth it. And that's a lot of damage. But you know, we still hold Lethal on the next turn. And this is why we took, you know, 7 mana 1/1. You can see that over the game, it really adds up to the pressure. And now he has no way of winning. So in the end, I guess it worked out, all the decisions as we wanted. Alright, we are on the draw with a tap land, so our curve is a little bit skewed. Drop that. So now we have perfect curve, that's good. That's good. Until 3 mana we can get perfect draw. Alright, this will be Iron Crack. I definitely want the Mastermind, even if I pay myself. I should probably just play the island, to be fair. Alright. We play Mastermind and we see the reaction, because we can follow up with Kaito, so if they counter this, they only have 1 blue mana. Alright, so this will be a removal, probably. First we attack and we see if it goes through, because if we attack we already draw a card with Kaito, which is super cool. Alrighty then. That's not something I expected, to be absolutely honest. Alright then. I see. So, do we draw card with Kaito? I think so. We have a moment to recover from Emperor. And we can always use +2. Oh, this would be the card that would be so good before. I think we missed the spot. This was the early game we needed. And, okay, if they don't play anything main phase, maybe we can use it. But I fear they will make a bomb that this is exactly the spell we would normally counter. But we'll see. Only 4 cards, not too many possibilities. They can go with the Reef, but on this turn it does nothing. It's way better on the next turn, because it kills nearly Kaito. And the Emperor is useless for 1 turn, because they don't want to lose her. Alright, just please don't play this 1 spell, because I have make disappear. Alright, not the end of the world, just cycling. Good value for them, but not what they wanted. Alright, we should probably start with the trigger. I will make 2 cards out of 1, please. Alright, and we're trying to draw some cool stuff right now. I think Field of Ruin is pretty decent here, right?
I've got all kinds of connections.
I could play Shaw, but it's not a very great play. I think we try to go Field of Ruin and make disappear. We can also casualty if we really have to, but I would prefer not to. The fact that we can lower loyalty by 1 every turn is huge. Alright, you got it. That means Emperor dies if he taps out. Activate it, please. I would be so happy if he activated it. Alright, not gonna happen it seems. They definitely have something, they are lurking with it. Unfortunately, this will be the moment when they play it, but we have to do it. We have to do it. It's really important to get rid of this for future turns. They will take the mana and they will use it and cast something that I absolutely don't like. I don't like at all. It's black mana. Alright, you know what? Out of all the things that could go wrong, it probably went wrong the least. Oh, okay. Those are some cards. Okay, so that makes sense. So they have Ironcrack to ramp into that one. And we do need double black. But I will go double blue for Hidetsugu and counterspells. And let's kill it. I'm risking here because he can sneak those horrible spells right now, but I hope that we can, you know, work around it. Please, kill the Emperor. That's super important. We solved one of the problem. This is basically a Fateful Absence with no cards. Because it makes him lose the Emperor, and I also will draw cards thanks to this, so that's super huge. Let's go with those reefs now. You know what? We are getting there. We are getting... Oh boy. Oh, that's what it is. I would love to counter it. I would counter it so hard. So bad. Not perfect, but we will take it. Oh, Otawara is huge. So we need to keep his artifact slow. Because when he activates it, we Otawara the Enigma Jewel and he needs to exile them again. Or they will be exiled, so they need new ones. We could draw a card, but that means we cannot do anything this turn. If I play Shell... I can go like this. This goes around Edict, right? And it gives casualty target. I think it's worth it. even though we don't get the card for this turn, but we create a lot of pressure right now. And they only have 2 cards, random cards, 1 random card, so it's very... You see why I like my counter spells? Do you see why I like my counter spells? Oh boy, this would be a game-winning play. If we didn't have the second make disappear, we would lose this so hard. They would take Sheoldred, and yeah, that would be not great. Alright guys, man, this Kaya counterspell was something, right? And this is why we play those make disappears. They are even better with this deck because most of the time you have Malcolm and Faerie Mastermind, so if they whiff on a, you know, threat, you just play a creature and then your next counterspell that you came prepared with is just so much better. Also it works very nicely with Kaito tokens because at some point you don't need them and you can just, you know, sacrifice them for a game-winning play. And I'll be honest, from all the Dimir builds, the control seems way on the weaker side, but this one is a powerhouse since very long time. And with the Malcolm, we didn't really use this card so far. It's very similar to the Mastermind in this deck because everything is tempo oriented. However, it lets you fix the draws, especially combined with Kaito, you will fix every single draw. And honestly, this is probably the one of the best multicolored Dimir cards, this and Kaito, I think. And they both are powerhouse. So now guys, let's not ramble if we don't have to. The deck seems very strong. One of the things that distinguish this deck over other Dimir decks is that it's basically like feels a bit as an aggro deck. You want to kill your opponent actively since start to finish, and you don't want to drag the game too much, which is weakness for Dimir because we don't have farewells and sunfalls, so the longer the game stacks, the worse it gets. However, with this, the game doesn't go very long, especially that Breach can also mill, so in a way you play for Jaces without playing for Jaces. So really cool stuff. One thing I didn't like about the deck, I was trying to be responsible, and with some of the comments from you guys, it was like, maybe I'll try, but honestly, I never had a situation that Field of Ruin was useful. Maybe this one shark game. Maybe that's it. So I think it still makes sense, but I personally don't like it. Sometimes it's hard to cast Hidetsugu and Kairi with it. But other than this, the deck is sweet, and if you like Dimir, it's probably your best bet on the ladder because it's pretty competitive and yeah, and also fun, and it feels like Dimir. Not my favorite because I would still prefer to play a full-blown control and just Meathook Massacre all those nasty little creatures. But unless Wizards bless us with a good sweeper, we are going with this one. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and yeah, thank you for all the support. That's really cool, and see you tomorrow.